Okay, I think we are live. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, for we are live. Uh, so خلاص just watch from the live. Watch from the live. Okay. We're gonna be solving past writtens. We have 2023, 2024. One second. Okay, yeah. So we have 2023, 2024. Is nobody saying anything in the chat, or is just me? I think. طيب. I'm gonna start with the first past written, 2023, 2024, which is last year. So 2023, 2024. They actually had two questions written. So I'm gonna start with the first question that they had, and it was over here. The ninth term in an arithmetic progression Can someone say something in the chat? Because I feel like I'm streaming to myself. Ninth term in arithmetic progression is 22, and the sum of the first four terms is 49. Part A. Find the first term and the constant difference. No, I don't really have any predictions for math or mechanics, but this is just, I'm giving you last year's written. It was two questions. So find the first term and the constant difference, and part B is they're saying the nth term is 46. What is n? Okay, let's start with part A. What do we know? We know that the ninth term is 22. So we know that A9 is equal to 22. And we know that the sum of the first four terms is 49. And we know that, so S4 is equal to 49. So they want us to find the first term and the constant difference. What is A9? Okay, we know A9 is equal to A1 plus n minus 1d. What's n in this case? It's 9. So let's continue. A9 is going to be A1 plus 8d. So this is what A9 is equal to. So we can keep this on the side. What is S4? S4, it's n over 2. Which one are we going to use? A1 plus an or 2a1 plus n minus 1d? Obviously, we're going to use 2a1 plus n minus 1d. Why are we going to use this one? Because we don't have an, we don't have a4. Okay, so what is this all equal to? We know that the sum of four numbers is 49. So let's start simplifying this a bit. We know that for the sum of the first four terms, n is 4. So we're going to do 4 over 2, 2a1, which we're trying to find, plus 4 minus 1d, so 3d. It's equal to 49. So here we have a1 and 3d, and we have an expression over here for a1 and d. We know that a1 plus 8d is equal to a9, and we know a9 is equal to 22, so let me just write this 22 over here. So actually, we can find an expression for a1 in terms of d and substitute, right? So can I find an expression for a1? Yes, I can. If I take 8d to the other side, I will know that a1 is equal to 22 minus 8d. So therefore here I can substitute a1 with what? 22 minus 8d. Okay, so let's clean this up over here. 4 over 2 is 2. Open the brackets. We said that a1 is equal to 22 minus 8d. So we're going to do 22 minus 8d plus 3d is equal to 49. Then obviously now it's very easy to solve for d. Let's distribute. We're going to get 2 into, distribute the 2 that's inside here. 2 times 22 is 44. 2 times negative 8 is negative 16d plus 3d is equal to 49. Let's clean this up a bit. Minus 16d plus 3d is going to be minus 13d. So 44 minus 13d. And you have the 2 outside equals 49. Let's distribute the 2 inside. You're going to get 88 minus 26d is equal to 49. Solve this equation. You're going to get 26d is equal to 88 minus 49. Let me get my calculator out. Okay, 26d is 88 minus 49. So 88 minus 49 divided by 26. You're going to get d is equal to 88 minus 49. So you're going to get d is equal to 3 over 2. What else did they ask for? They asked for the first term, right? They asked, we found the constant difference. We said d is equal to 3 over 2. What else do they want? They want the first term. What did we say a1 is equal to? 22 minus 8d. So a1 is equal to 22 minus 8 times 3 over 2. So you're going to get 22 minus 12. So a1 is going to be equal to 10. Okay? Just like that, part A, very easy. Okay, so now we know the first term of this progression, and we know the constant difference of this progression. They're telling us that the nth term is 46. What is n? What is the nth term of any arithmetic progression? n is equal to what? a1 plus n minus 1 d, right? طيب, they're saying that an is equal to 46. What's n going to be equal to? So 46, it's equal to a1 plus 10 plus n minus 1. We don't know what n is, so we're just going to keep this in terms of n minus 1. And d is 3 over 2. How do we solve this? You can subtract by 10 on both sides. Again, 36 is equal to 3 over 2 n minus 1. We can divide by 3 over 2 on both sides. 36 times 2, 73, 72. 72 divided by 3 is 22. Right? No, 24. Yeah, 24. So you're going to divide by 3 over 2 on both sides. You can get 24 is equal to n minus 1. So you're going to get n is equal to 25. Just like that, we solved parts A and part B. I'm going to answer any questions. Okay. Please predict math written. Will you do predicted math or mechanics? I will not predict anything because every time I predict, I don't want to, I'm scared I get something wrong. Okay? Study everything. You have 15 top questions. Go over them one by one. But focus on these past writtens. I'm going to solve now 2 questions. I have one more question from this year, 2023-2024. And we have one more question from last year, which is 2000 for the year from the year before that, 2022-2023. Study these because they came past previously. And for the first periodic, actually, guys, that we had, she got the same numbers copy-paste from last year. Okay, so please make sure to focus on these. Even though they might not come, there's still practice for you if they don't come. Okay. Will you send past exams for math? Yes, I will after this live stream. Thank you. You're welcome. Am I cooked if I didn't start studying? Yes. Okay. Judge check. I don't know what that is. Ghost train YT, be a good little boy and study. Yeah, you gotta start studying, bro. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about this? Just to check. Okay, no questions. Let's move on to question 2. Question 2 for 2023-2024 is part A. Again, it's 3 parts. So this came straight from the top, course revision. 3 parts. Find the sum of all the integers between 100 and 400 that are divisible by 7. And I remember seeing this in the course division and telling you guys I expect this to come in your written. And I saw it last year, saw it now, and it came in last year's written. So, and I told you, Aslan, it might be maybe divisible by 4, divisible by 7. So you need to know how to work with this question that are divisible by 7. So let's see. This is obviously an arithmetic progression, right? The integers between 100 and 400. We're finding the sum. What is Sn? Sn is equal to n over 2, either a1 plus an, or in this case we don't have an, we don't have the last number divisible by 7, 2a1 plus n minus 1 d. طيب, you're gonna tell me, Walid, whoa, what are all of these? Oh no, what's this? Exactly. We need to find two things at the start. What's my first number divisible by 7, and what's the constant difference? Without any question, your constant difference will be 7. Why is it going to be 7? Because in between every number that's divisible by 7 is obviously 7 units, right? So for that reason, your constant difference immediately for these types of questions will always be 7. طيب, you found out your constant difference is 7. What's A1? Let's see. Between 100 and 400, what's the first number that's divisible by 7? Let's test them out. Is 100 divisible by 7? Obviously not. Is 101 divisible by 7? Obviously not. Is 102 divisible by 7? Obviously not. I think it's going to be 105 divisible by 7. 103 isn't divisible, 104 isn't divisible, and 105 is divisible. Let's test it out. 105 divided by 7. Yeah, there's no. So 105 is my A1. So you're going to tell me, Walid, how do I know how many numbers? That's a very good question. How do you know how many numbers? We know that the largest number that we're going to be considering, it has to be less than 400. So the first step, we found our difference. The second step, we found our A1. We need to find, the third step is to find n. How do you find n? This is what you do. The largest number, considered to be an, we know it has to be less than 400. And what we know an is, what's an? An is a1 plus n minus 1d. What do we know it has to be less than 400. Can you solve this equation? Do we have a1 and d? Can we find the n? Of course we can. Let's do it. a1 is 105 plus n minus 1 d. What's my difference? 7 less than 400. Let's subtract by 105. You're gonna get, we're gonna continue down here, n minus 1 times 7 less than 400 minus 105 is 295. Okay, divide now by 7 on both sides. You're gonna get n minus 1 less than 295 divided by 7. Let's see, 295 divided by 7. Let's say 42.15 or 42.14. Subtract, add 1 on both sides. You're gonna get that n has to be less than 43.14. طيب, we know n cannot be a decimal, right? We know n can never be a decimal. It has to be an integer, a whole number. So for that reason, what's the biggest integer less than 43.14? Obviously what? 43. So the maximum value n can attain is 43. So we now know our n value, we know our a1 value, we know our d value. Can we find the sum? Of course we can. So sum is going to be n over 2. So 43 over 2. 2a1, so 2 times a1, which is 105. Plus n minus 1d, so 43 minus 1. Times d, which is 7. Let's do this all on our calculator. 43 divided by 2, so 3 over 2. 2a1, so 2 times 105. Plus n minus 1, so 42 times 7. And you should get, I think 10, let me check the answer key. Yes, it's correct. So you're going to get 10,836. That's correct for part A. Any questions on part A? Because part B and part C are completely different questions. Like, they have nothing to do with part A. Any question on this? Watfa, I think I have a crush on you. Okay, thank you. What top questions do you think is coming? Like I told you, I won't make any predictions, but focus on the ones that I'm doing in this live stream. Okay. Watfa, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Can you repeat the last part? Secret said, can you repeat the last part? I think, Secret, do you want me to repeat from here? From over here? I think yes, that should be the last part. The last part I did was finding n. Okay, you know that the nth term has to be less than 400. So like I said, an, the nth term has to be less than 400. And we know what is an? A1 plus n minus 1d has to be less than 400. So if you substitute the a1 value and the d value, okay, you're gonna get this is less than 400. And if you solve this equation, you're just gonna get n is less than 43.14. And you know that the greatest number, the greatest integer less than 43.14 is obviously 43. So now you have your n value, you have your d value, and you have your a1 value. And homie, they're asking for the sum using this formula that we said in the first part here. Using that, if you substitute all three values we got, you're gonna get 10,836. Okay. Okay. So if you want to memorize this in steps, I can do this for you in steps. Okay. The first step to find the constant difference, it's always equal to whatever the divisibility is. Okay. The second step is to check trial and error, increase by 1 every time, starting from the first term, and see which one, keep on dividing by 7 on your calculator, and see which one gets you a whole number. And in this case, 105 was my first term. Okay. The third step is to do this. Set this formula less than the biggest number. That's the third step. And when you solve it. How do you solve it? I think everyone knows how to solve. When you solve it, you get this. The fourth step is finding your n. After getting this, find your n, and your n will be the greatest number less than this, greatest integer less than this. After you now have your a, your d, a1 value, and n value, you can apply everything to the sum formula. Are the past written in the group chat? They will be soon. خلاص, no more questions. Let's move to part B. Let's move to part B. I'll do it later. I know how to do it. Yeah, so part B says the first three terms. You don't have your D though? Okay. Okay. First three terms in a geometric progression
if I control Edgar, I'm gonna kill the whole lobby.
are 144
Is Charlie good?
x
Charlie, is he good?
and 64.
I feel like I got 2 free mythic brawlers in one day.
They're asking what? Find x and find the sum to infinity. Okay. Always with a geometric progression. Whenever I tell you, I always tell you this. Tell the kid in the background to 1v1 me in Fortnite. Allah يسامحك. Will past papers come same numbers? For mechanics, I'm pretty sure yes. Always I tell you, for geometric progression, when you see three consecutive numbers, when you three consecutive numbers and you're asked to work with it, the first thing I always tell you to do is do this. G2 over G1 is equal to G3 over G2, which is equal to what? Obviously, when you divide two consecutive numbers, we know this is all equal to R. Right? طيب. G2 over G1 is going to be X over 144 is equal to G3 over G2, so 64 over X. Can we solve this and find X? Of course we can. When you cross multiply, you're going to get X squared is equal to 64 times 144. So, let me go back. 64 times 144 is going to be, let's do it, 9216. Okay. I think they have to say something about it being positive. I think they need to say x is positive. The person who wrote this down for me, I think forgot to write x is positive. Okay, x is positive.
I just controlled her and made her go to store.
طيب. Yeah, x squared equals 9216, so x is going to be equal to square root 9216. Since they said x is positive, you only take the positive root. Okay, so square root of this answer, what is it? 96. So you're going to get x is equal to 96.
Well, I'm gonna be unbanned in 9.
How about the sum to infinity? Okay, what's the sum to infinity? The sum to infinity is equal to g1 over 1 minus r. We're missing the r.
But like we said sorry.
Right? We're missing the r. But what do we know? We have g1, g2, g3. So to find r, we can just do g2 divided by g1. So we can do r is equal to g2 over g1, or you can do g3 over g2. It doesn't matter. g2 is x, which we found to be 96, over g1, which is 144. Let's do it divided by 144. And you're going to get r is equal to 2 over 3. So the sum to infinity is going to be equal to g1, 144, over 1 minus r, so 1 minus 2 over 3. So let's do it on our calculator. 144 divided by this, you're going to get 432. So you're going to get that the sum to infinity is 432. This is the 2023-2024 written part, fully solved for this periodic. This is last year's written. I'm now gonna move on to doing the past paper of the year before it. Does anyone have any question? Will you send past answers for math? Yes, I will. Please be patient.
You want her super lows? What? Trolley's good. What?
Okay. طيب. No questions? خلاص, I'll move on. Now we're moving on to 2022, 2023. Is 22, 23 more important or 23, 24? هلا, honestly, I won't give you any promises, but in periodic one that we got for binomial expansion, when she got copy paste numbers as 2023, 2024. But I'm not gonna tell you to do anything because they're both in the bank of questions. She chooses from a bank of questions. Okay. Yes, I will send past answers math, guys. Someone ask me one more time so I ban him from this chat, please. Jabil, don't do it. Okay, 2022, 2023. A progression. This is, they had 13 questions, but they only had one question written. Last year, 2023-24, they had 8 questions, but they had 2 questions written. Okay, a progression has
I go get the bond. You get the Gus.
second term 96,
Oh,
and the fourth term
I trapped the bond with my super. And I killed her.
54.
But actually, I want hard games. Like, you said,
Find
switch like Edgar, so it becomes harder.
the first term
No, you switch Edgar. I'll play my new mythic brawler.
in each of the following cases.
Whatever.
Part A,
I want to have hard games.
if it's arithmetic.
Yeah, these are the hard games I want. Not like easy.
Part B, if it's geometric. Okay, part A, if the progression is arithmetic. We have A2, which is the second term. Okay, I'm going to start part A over here. I'll write in black. We have A2, it's equal to 96. And we have A4, which is equal to 54. Can we find the first term? Of course we can. Using an minus am is equal to n minus md. we know that A4 minus A2 is equal to 4 minus 2D, which is 2D. So 54 minus 96 is equal to 2D. So I can easily find the constant difference here, right? Let's see. The D in this case will be 54 minus 96 divided by 2. So 54 minus 96 divided by 2. You're going to get D is equal to negative 21. Now that I know the difference is negative 21, I know that I can use either A2 or A4 for this case. I know that AN, any AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1D, right? So I can use either A2 or A4 here. I'll just use A2. So A2 in this case will just be equal to A1 plus 2 minus 1D, which is just 1D, so just D, right? So A1 will just be equal to A2 minus D. So A1 is going to be equal to A2, which is 96, minus D, which is negative 21. So it's going to be 96 plus 21, which is 117. So A1 is 117. So this is your answer. Part B, if the progression is geometric
No, I don't. I'm not
with a positive common ratio. They said it's a positive ratio, huh? Type, what do we know? If we have G2 as 96 and we have G4 as 54, can we find the common ratio? Of course we can. We know that any Gn over Gm is equal to r to the power of n minus m, right? So G4 over G2 is going to be equal to r to the power of 4 minus 2, which is r squared. So 54 over 96 is equal to r squared. So r squared is r is just going to be equal to radical 54 over 96, which is, let's do it, 3 over 4. So r is going to be equal to 3 over 4, right? If you want to play it safe, you can say r squared, r is equal to plus minus 3 over 4, and then say negative 3 over 4 is rejected because they said it's a positive ratio. But I don't think you have to. Anyway, so you get r is equal to 3 over 4. Now that we know r is equal to 3 over 4, using the same method we used in part A, isn't the general term for any geometric progression Gn G1 times r to the power of n minus 1? Yes. So G2 is just going to be equal to G1 times r to the power of 2 minus 1, which is just 1, which is just r, right? So G1 times r. So that means 96 is equal to G1 times 3 over 4. So can I find what G1 is? Of course I can. Divide by 3 over 4 on both sides. You're going to get 96 times 4 divided by 3. You're going to get 128. So G1 is equal to 128.
Are you cooked?
طيب.
Are you cooked?
Is there any question? We're done now. 22, 23, we only had one question. Did anyone have any question? Let me see. Okay.
All that Nico does is run.
Why do we have two secrets in the chat? Turkey أخرس. Are the mechanics past papers hard? If you haven't started, maybe. But they're not that hard, you'll get the hang of it.
Jump in.
وليد M9 وليد نص شو هاد وايد تسولف can you repeat? This is the same guy that told me وايد تسولف. طيب اوكي, I'll repeat على السريع in case anybody didn't get it. For you can just actually you can just rewatch the live. Go back and rewatch. Okay, this isn't a live class. You like it's recorded. Okay, so now when I end the stream, it will be recorded. You can go see it. Does anybody have any question? Good boy. الله يسامحك. بس الله يسامحك. Okay, I don't think anybody has any questions. خلاص, I'm gonna end it here.
I'm not even black and you call me a monkey.
Show mechanics. No, no, no mechanics. No mechanics.
Oh, guess what, Tony? It's almost. I'm almost
Okay.
a few more minutes.
Thank you so much for
I'm
watching,
done.
guys. Thank you for staying till the
Delete
end.
that now. I didn't look at it. And delete it now. Delete it now. Actually, I'm not joking. Delete it.
Good luck in your exam. What? Warning the street show.
Tony, if you did, don't. Actually, delete
Warning the
that
extreme current is lower than recommended. We currently use. Oh, is it pixelated?
now.
Open window.
No.
I think I should. Okay, I'll do that for the next time. Okay. Good luck.
Said
Walid, how do we know which one to use? Which one? You know. Wallah, with practice. Really, it's with practice. Yani. I can't tell you anything other than practice. Keep on solving.
I'll send.
Like over here.
I can send 10
Just keep on practicing. Solve as many questions as you can, and you'll get the hang of it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck.